If you've ever struggled with your writing career, if you've ever thought about walking away from it because it's just not going the way you've hoped, this video is for you. Today I want to give you 4 powerful reasons why you should never give up on your writing dreams. I'm not going to promise that you're going to be a bestseller someday, that you're going to make enough money to buy your own private island, or any of those things. I'm going to give you the real reasons why you shouldn't give up, based on my over 25 years experience as a writer. I'm not making millions and buying my own private islands for sure, not even close. But I wholeheartedly believe that staying with my writing dreams has been the best decision I've ever made. So let me tell you why. Let me give you these 4 powerful reasons. Reason number 1, if you give up now, you'll have no one to blame but yourself for not making your dreams come true. When you give up on your writing, you're essentially putting the brakes on something that only you can make happen, and perhaps on something that only you decided to do in the first place. Imagine if you walk away now, and then however many years from now, you're on your deathbed looking back at your life and wondering, what if I had kept going? What if I had hung in there? What might have happened? Nobody wants to get to the end of their life and have those kind of questions in their head. We are all responsible for our own dreams, and that is a pretty big responsibility. We can't let fear or doubt or insecurity rob us of that. That is the one thing we really have power over, is our own dreams and our own decisions about what we're going to do about those dreams. It's about choosing to keep going even when it's hard, because you believe in yourself enough to give your dreams a chance, and to give them a real chance, not just a 6 months chance or a year chance or even a 5-year chance. Writing is a long game, and succeeding at writing, whatever your definition of success is, typically takes a long time. That's just the nature of it. But it's also the sweetness of it, because when you do get to those levels of success that you want and you look back, it's amazing. You're like, wow, I can't believe I got here, and I worked really hard to get here, and that makes the rewards all the sweeter. So when those self-doubts creep in and you're thinking about giving up, remind yourself that you owe it to your dream to hang in there. Not giving up is the only way you're going to know whether it's possible or not. Reason number 2 that you shouldn't give up on your writing dreams, and this is a huge one in my opinion, and one that not very many people talk about. That is, if you give up, you're depriving yourself of your own personal growth. Writing is a lot more than just creating stories. It's a journey of personal growth, and I can tell you this from personal experience, and I think if you talk to other writers, you'll find the same thing. Every time we write, hone our skills, find something that isn't right, or we're told by an editor or a writing critique coach that something's not right, we got to go back and we got to fix it, we got to face the disappointments, we have to overcome the feelings of rejection we may have, we have these emotions that are going on, we have to figure out what we're really made of, how much resilience do we really have. Every step of the way is a challenge in the writing life. It's not an easy thing to pursue, which is one of the things that's awesome about it, because coming up against something that is difficult and learning how to motivate yourself and how to pick yourself up and keep going when you get knocked down, all of these things over time shape you. They end up creating who you will be in the future. Reflect on the journey you've taken so far, even if it's just been a short one. I'm willing to bet that you can point out some ways in which you feel like you've improved as a person. Maybe now you're more disciplined. You actually have committed to a daily writing practice. Maybe you're more observant of human behavior around you because you know that you need that information for your characters in your stories. Maybe you're more patient with yourself, realizing that it takes time to craft a really good story. Maybe you've gone through a few rejections or a few difficult critiques and you've improved your story and seen that you are capable of that. You've improved your writing skills. Writing has a way of teaching us things that extend far beyond the page. The longer I stick with it, the more I see that. If you stick with writing, you may find the same thing, that you get better and gradually you become a stronger, more resilient, more creative, more skilled, and more insightful person as a whole. But imagine if you stopped writing now and you stopped yourself from discovering not only the writer you could become, but the person that you could become. Number 3 reason why you can't give up, or I hope you don't give up, is that if you give up, you will never know the rewards you could have had. That could mean a publishing contract, a loyal following of readers, some writing awards, or even just the satisfaction of seeing your name on a book cover. The rewards of writing are as unique as all the writers out there themselves are. And often the thing is that they're not what we expect, or they're not what we go after in the first place, but in a way that makes them even more rewarding. Maybe you'll find fulfillment in connecting with readers who enjoy your stories, or in knowing that your story impacted someone, or simply in the pride of completing the project that you set out to complete. Writing can feel like an endless struggle, there's no doubt, but the hope that something incredible might be waiting right around the corner is a good reason to hang in there. And you may think, well, what if I'm disappointed? What if these rewards never come my way? I have interviewed over 350 writers on writing and wellness. I have yet to see any writers say that when they hung in there, the rewards didn't come. They did. The persistence, the staying with it, the learning, the growing, eventually take you to some form of reward. You may not know what form that reward will take right now, but there will be some form of reward if you hang in there. I just have never seen it otherwise. It may not be fame and fortune, may not be a lot of money, but it could be a deeper joy in the act of creation. It could be a few loyal followers who love what you do. Don't deprive yourself of the chance to find out what rewards may be awaiting your hard work. And finally, my last reason that you shouldn't give up on your writing. If you give up, it's kind of like you're saying you know more than the universe does, or than your God does, or whoever you turn to in your spiritual life. I'm a believer that we come to writing as a type of a calling. We feel this urge to go write, and a lot of times we're not really sure where it comes from. It's just something that we're compelled to do. And I feel like that's kind of a sign from the universe that this is something you need to do. We may not know why. We may think we're supposed to do it so we can earn a lot of money and quit our day jobs, but that may not be what the universe has in mind. The universe usually doesn't care about that anyway, right? The universe or God or whomever you turn to doesn't usually care about you making lots of money and quitting your day job. It cares more about who you become, how you grow, who you are at the end of your life. And if you turn your back on all that, it's like you're saying, well, yeah, okay, you gave me this gift of writing. You gave me this gift of an imagination. You gave me this gift of creativity, but I don't think it matters. I really don't believe you that this is important in my life, so I'm going to turn my back on it. I kind of think if you give up, that's kind of what you're saying. When you have a dream that's strong, like a writing dream, it's like the universe is nudging you in a certain direction. It's saying, here's something you need to do. I certainly think that's true in my life, simply because of all the coincidences that have happened, because of things that have shown up at the right time, because of people who have shown up at the right time to help me continue to pursue this dream. It seems like more is going on than me just deciding to write. If you quit, you're essentially telling the universe, I know better than you do. You're turning your back on that creative spark that was given to you. It's like you're cutting yourself off, perhaps, even from the path that was meant for you, if you believe in that kind of thing. Maybe the universe, or however you like to see it, is asking you to trust this journey, even when it's tough. Maybe there are people out there who need to hear your words. It may not be thousands, it may not be hundreds, it may be a handful, but does that make them any less important? There may be stories inside of you that have the power to inspire other people, or entertain them, take them away from their difficult lives, or perhaps even comfort someone out there who's going through a hard time. Or maybe there's something that the writing journey needs to teach you, or needs to show you, that you really need to learn, and you can only learn it by hanging in there. Maybe writing can help you get through something, or get past something, or even learn to finally accept yourself. That's one of the really cool gifts that writing has. When you give up, you're basically saying, the universe or God is wrong. With my limited human vision, I can see that this isn't working, so I'm out of here. Deep down though, I think you may know that you wouldn't be here writing, and you certainly wouldn't be here watching this video, if you didn't somewhere deep in your heart believe in this dream, and believe in your ability to make this dream come true. Or at least believe in the idea that you're doing this for some reason, even if you're not sure what that reason is right now. I would encourage you to embrace the calling, to trust the universe or God or whatever spiritual power is in your life. Trust that it has a purpose, that there's a reason for this, and just keep moving forward. If the journey is hard, that is not a reason to quit. So many times as writers, I think we believe that that's the case. If the journey is hard, or we're not getting as much money as we wanted out of our book sales, or we're not getting the readership that we hoped to get, we think that means we're not good enough and we should give up. I would say that is never what it means. Never what it means. It means so many other things. Perhaps we need to learn more about marketing. Perhaps we need to improve our ability to tell a good story. Maybe we need to examine story structure more. Maybe we need to practice more. Maybe we need to get a coach or an editor. Maybe we need to just find the readers who like what we put out there, and we haven't done that yet. Maybe we just need more experience at creating a story, putting it out there, launching it, and finding readers. Maybe we need more stories out there so that we can gain traction and find more readers. There's a zillion of reasons why things may not be going as well as you want them to go. I would say never is it that you shouldn't be doing this. I have worked with a lot of writers, and I'm always amazed at the unique voices and unique talents that are behind the words. I've never once seen a piece of writing that made me say, this writer should quit. This writer shouldn't be doing this. And it's interesting because I'm also a music teacher and I teach music lessons. And though I think every student can benefit from learning music, I can say that there are some students who would be better off not pursuing music long term because their gifts are elsewhere. But usually people who take the time to sit down and write, especially if they write a story, there's something there. There's voice there. There's talent there. There's unique expression there. It's usually never that is just they shouldn't be doing it. So there you have it, 4 powerful reasons that you should keep going and never give up on your writing dream. I hope they helped if you were feeling a little bit discouraged at the moment. If it did, please like and subscribe to this video. That helps me continue to do these kinds of videos. And let me know in the comments which reason resonated the most with you if one of them did. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.